Welcome to Tai Chi Chih. My name is Suzanne, and I've been teaching Tai Chi Chih here at the Community Center for Los Alamitos for over 10 years. Tai Chi Chih is not a martial art. It is a moving meditation, and the only way I know where you can feel relaxed and energized from the same set of movements. Tai Chi Chih has 19 movements and a pose, and the most important thing is that you relax, you just breathe, and feel the energy flowing through your body. Today we're going to look at the basic principles of Tai Chi Chih, and we're going to practice a few of the easiest movements. I hope you can find a little bit of space. If you can turn around with your arms out, that's enough. And you need no special equipment, no special clothes, either bare feet or socks or the flattest heeled shoes you own. Please join me. I'd like to show you some of the main principles and movements of this lovely meditative practice. We begin with the feet close together and the toes gently turned out. This isn't ballet. You're not trying to get great turnout. That takes energy and effort, and this is the effort of no effort. As long as you have this much room and comfortable clothes on, you're good to go. You don't need anything else. With your heels together and your toes softly pointed out, just to give you a good base, you're going to soften your knees, and that means they're going to bend a little bit. This isn't a big, deep bend. It's very soft. So you have a little bit of spring, okay? Secondly, your arms are relaxed at your side. I'm going to ask you to point your fingers forward and let the palms of your hands face the floor. This is called grounding, and it's extremely important. We do it before we move, in between the movements, the left and right side, and at the end of the movement. The grounding is important. What we're going to do first is just relax your hands, and I'll show you the first of the steps. It's called yinning and yawning. And I know it looks like yin and yang, Y-A-N-G, but it's yin and yawn, okay? Put all of your weight into your right foot. Now I'm mirroring you, so I don't go, well, that's her left foot. I know, and I'll probably get mixed up too. But put the weight, sink down into your right foot. This foot is free to rise up and touch. The heel touches down. Now notice I'm not taking a step. Sink, shift the weight, touch with the heel. You can see that my bent leg has all my weight on it. This leg is empty. That's why it's straight. Soften the toe, soften the knee, and you don't need to do this with your hands, but you can see I'm pushing my body forward until all of my weight is in this front leg. It's now bent and the back leg is empty and straight. To shift it back, sink the heel, soften the knee, they're both a little bent, and once you're standing on that back foot, this leg straightens out and the toe will lift. Not because I'm lifting it, but because my body mechanics do that for me. So again, sink the toe, soften the knee, shift the foot, shift the weight onto the front foot. Shift it back by sinking the heel, softening the knee, and let this leg straighten. So this is called yinning and yawning. This is where the magic happens. If you keep your focus in the soles of your feet, that means think about where your weight is. Oh, it's coming into my front foot. Oh, it's even between my feet. My weight is in my back leg. I feel that. That's where you pay your attention, the soles of your feet. If you're thinking about the soles of your feet, you can't think about anything else. And that's our goal here, to give your mind a focus and a way to keep the chatter from carrying on. Most movements will move 9 times on the left side, and then let's sink. Weights here. Touch. 9 times on the right. As you see, I'm moving very slowly. That's important. We move too fast in this society, and we need to learn how to slow down. This will do that for you. Toe sinks, knee bends, weights on the front. Heel sinks, knee bends, weights on the back. Most of the movements in Tai Chi Chih are done with this yinning and yawning step. There is also an up and down movement, and we separate the feet just about hip width apart. And I'm going to shift my weight back. I might say my heels, but it's not really my heels. It's the back third of my foot. And as I push my knees back a little, I feel all of my weight over the back of my foot, and the toes get light. Now, I'm not trying to balance on them. That could be dangerous. No, they just get lightweight because all of my weight is settled in the back. Now I'm going to sink and shift my weight forward by moving my knees forward a little bit, and you'll see my heels have risen just a little bit. Sink into your whole foot. The weight's on the back and the toes are light. Shift into your whole foot, and as you bring your movement forward, your heels will get light. So this is the forward and back movement. If you were to stand behind me at the market, you would probably see me doing this, and nobody knows that I'm actually generating energy while I do this movement. And this is the purpose of Tai Chi Chih. We generate energy, we circulate it around our bodies, and then we ground it. The third movement is a side-to-side movement. And by putting all of the weight in your right leg, you can see it's bent. I'm going to make a small step out directly across. I want my heels to be pretty much in a line. And I'm going to take my weight from here, right, across. Both knees are soft. You keep going until you sink into this leg and that leg straightens. You have to keep your foot down to make that happen. Bring it back, soften the knee, both legs. The weight is here. Both legs bend. The weight is here. And the foot comes back in, and we resume our resting pose. So, let's see how this works in reality. I'd like to show you probably the easiest of the movements. It's called push, pull. And I'm going to sink. I'm going to your left foot, bring your left foot forward, and I'm going to simply let my hands rise. I just bend my elbows, nothing going on in the upper arm, very soft, very relaxed. And your fingers point up. As we shift the weight forward, we let the hands float out, not too far, and they make a little turn. When you shift your weight back, they come back in naturally if you release them to do so. So we shift the weight forward and the palms go forward. Turn, shift the weight back and the hands come back in and they turn. This movement is called push-pull. Some people also call it giving and taking, as if you're giving something and taking something. Relax. Keep breathing. And we would do this 9 repetitions on the left side, and then come back. Ground the energy, deep breath. Sink. Put your weight in your left foot. Right heel touches, elbows bend, and we let the arms float out and turn around. Float them back in and turn around. And we would do 9 repetitions on the right side. You can see that my legs take turns. One will straighten and the other will bend. Here in the middle, they're both bent. Then one straightens and the other bends. The bent leg holds your weight. The empty leg will be straight. The next movement I'd like to share with you is called bass drum. In bass drum, you know the forward and back foot movements. That's the same. What changes here is the hand position. The hands begin kind of low. The palms are facing each other, and they're not going to get larger and closer together. They're going to stay at about the same distance. As you begin on your left foot, the hands are going to go halfway around this bass drum as you shift the weight forward, so they get heavy and they move forward. Now as I shift my weight back, that pulls the hands back in, the elbows glide in, and I'm ready to shift forward, and it pushes the hands forward, shift back, they come in. I'm going to turn this slightly so you can see it. Usually your hands will want to get away from you. Our hands have a lot of talent in them. They're used to being large and in charge. As you shift forward, the hands push forward. As you shift back, that pulls them in, and gravity brings them down just a little, and there they catch and go forward. You notice that my arms never straighten out. There's always a soft bend in the elbow in all of the Tai Chi movements. We would do 9 on the left and 9 on the right. If we're doing bass drum on your right, it's the same thing. Sink, put the weight in your left leg, touch out with your right heel. The hands start up, but as you begin to move, that pulls the hands down and forward. Shifting back, pulls them up and in. And again, I'm going to turn this a little so you can see. The hands don't move by themselves. They are obeying what your lower body does, because the lower limbs are generating the energy. The hands just circulate it around through your body. Stepping back in. Rocking motion is a forward and back movement. It's actually the one that starts the practice. And for this, you want to step out with your left foot about shoulder width apart, not too wide. The feet are pointing forward. The hands are relaxed. And as you shift your weight back into your heels, the hands follow. You see the toes get light. I'm not raising them, they are just light. The hands turn around, and the palms lift up as I come up. They turn over. The palms sink down as I shift my weight back. The knees bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. In order to do this movement, you have to really be aware of where your body is in space. You can't just walk around not paying any attention to what you're doing or how you're moving your limbs. That is part of the mindfulness that comes from the practice of Tai Chi. So how do you stop? On this one, I'm going to put the weight in my right leg, bring in the left, and balance the energy. I'd like to demonstrate carry the ball to the side, which is one of the side-to-side movements. To do this, I'm going to wind up to your right. That means I turn and sink. My hands grasp a ball of energy here. The palms and fingers stay close to each other, and you might even feel a little tingling there from the polarity, the force field between your palms. The heel touches out, And as I shift my weight over, my hands come across the bottom. As I shift back, they come across the top. We'll do this 3 times. This is our 3rd time. I bring in the empty leg. I would do that 2 times more in that direction for 3 sets of 3 or 9 repetitions in all. To go the other direction, I'm going to sink, turn, get that ball of energy, touch with the heel, and make 3 weight shifts. There's 1, 2. Notice my legs take turns bending and straightening. The final movement in Tai Chi Chih, I don't reverse this. I'm standing on my right foot, you stand on your right foot too. The left heel comes above the ankle bone. I'm going to circle my arms with the left hand closer to my body. The fingers are relaxed. I bring my elbows up even with my shoulders and then drop my shoulder blades down my back. And this is a meditative pose that you hold to get all of the energy settled in your body. And I salute you. Come see me to practice Tai Chi Chih.